house to do the ignition switch on the Toyota. I originally was super cautious because I didn't have anybody here, and I still don't. He's actually took off to work. He's got stuff going on, so I'm videotaping my repair, just doing what I'm doing. But yeah, hope y'all are well. Had a long night last night, so things were busy, man. So hope y'all are doing okay. Drinking coffee, trying to get my stuff together here. I'm so freaking tired, dude. It was a late night last night. I did a Proverbs talk, so it was late. Yeah, so let's get started on this, man. Let's see what's going on. I'm keeping my phone and stuff on me. I ain't trusting nobody around here. So before I do this, I'm popping in some Nicorette. But yeah, here we go. Another day. Got a few jobs lined up. Got simple oil change today. Ignition switch. And I'm just gonna stop by and pop a battery off for one of my customers. So I'm gonna throw some hardware in his back bumper. That ignition switch here. I'm good to go. Well, first things first. Doing these ain't that hard, okay? So first things first, you're gonna put your key to the on position, okay? And we're gonna turn our wheel like this, so you can see the first screw right here. So we got, I have parts to show me, so we're just setting it there. Spin it the other way, okay? These are pretty easy for the Toyota. It's, the Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas, they're all pretty freaking easy. The Jeep is actually more difficult than these are. So, I'm going to make sure we got that all done, okay? Pop a light on real quick. So, we got this one next. It's a fairly easy job, man. So I don't know, there was another mechanic that worked on this, of course, but basically redid the ignition system in it. But don't know why he didn't think the ignition switch is faulty, because the thing refuses to start. I mean, there's no power really engaging to anything, so I'm kind of like, okay. Right, so you pull this bottom tray here, okay? You can see your ignition switch is in the dash right here. So to get this one out, though, you're gonna have to pull your bottom here. So you see you got one out. So we took one out. We're just gonna pull the bottom screen here, okay? We're getting this out of the way. So there's another, so we're gonna keep our bolts together here. Top one's already out. Okay. Yank it. See how it pulls out right through here. Taking some glasses off real quick. Through here we can pop this kick panel too, okay? So pull this bottom kick panel. See clips. You got a screw in there, so let's pull this screw here. I'm just moving stuff out the way so I can get this dash out, but the interesting part about these are the models that have them sitting in here instead of in here are easier to access. Just a heads up. They're a little bit easier to access, so this one is a little more difficult, but it'll work. Let's pull a trim, pull up, pull this out. Sit down here for a second. couple of these spare fuses in there. I don't know why that's going on. Okay. Alright. One thing we're going to disconnect is that right here, okay? So you can see we got 2 screws for it. In there. Alright. And I could have done this a lot quicker if I would have grabbed my Phillips attachment for my impact, but I decided just to do it by hand. It's just how it is. So pop this through, okay? So when you pull down, you want to stick this through so it hangs, okay? 10 millimeter. Goes the dash bit, so you see up in here, okay, just set it down in there, we're good. Pull the ignition switch wiring, okay. Next we'll pull this ignition wire next to it. Come on, baby. Okay, you just have to pull it off of the clip that's on there, okay. The reason why these aren't easy is you can see, you know, you got an air box back here. So in order to get these out, they slip in there, okay? So if you take the mounts off of them, 1, 2, 3, you can just pull it out. So I might just pull it from there. Okay. Alright. Okay, you can see now that pulls out of there. I'm going to try and get this one out of here too. Okay? So right when it slides out, remember you got to get this back in. So don't mangle that. It's really thin plastic. You can mangle it pretty easily. Alright, so now look, we have access to the back of it. My problem is you got this one in the way, so you pull this one out too. Keep that there just like it went in, okay? Now you can see the back of this pretty clearly, okay? So I need to get some hardware about the way. Not this hardware. I get these all out of the way now. Yeah, of course, got all cash payment in there too, so I got paid for it. That's good. Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, I ain't as young as I used to be. Alright. Couple screws here, okay? This may or may not come with new screws. I don't think it does, so make sure you do not lose these ignition switch screws. So okay, we got one. I'm just gonna set that right there. Let's take the new part. Yeah, so it did not come with new screws, so we're gonna set this in there the same way that it went in, okay? Just like that. So got one more up in this B. Okay. Right now I'm going to use something off the back wall like this to be able to see. So I'm on the camera constantly, so alright, like this. sure where that's coming from, but okay, what's in? This Toyota's got me stumped really quick, so I did an ignition switch in it and it's still not turning over. I had no power to the ignition switch. I have power to it now. So now I'm going to be testing a battery relay here. Okay. Relay back in. Okay. We're going hunting. So what I think might be going on, we have no turn. I replaced ignition switch and we don't have a clock. We don't have any of this here. So something in here is not right. So we're gonna come underneath the dash. Okay. Curious as what that red wire is going to. Okay. What I did see up here was a whole bunch of loose harnesses. I go to something that could be their accessory clips for accessories on the car. I'm looking for a loose harness somewhere. I'm not seeing anything. The ignition switch is plugged in. No real issues there. So why isn't it starting? Well, here's our next go-to. All right. So this is one I haven't run into something like this for a while. Usually I'm, you know, turnkey, let's get out of here. But this thing looks like it has some sort of advanced troubles. So we're going to look for our reader. Okay. We'll see if it's kicking any codes. OBD's reading. Let's kick this over. Let's see what we got. No freeze frame data, so nothing on the computer. Okay, so what else do we have here? Ignition 7.5. Fuse looks good. Fuse looks good. Wiper. Turn signals. Stop on hazard ECU 7.5 with a 10 in it. I think I might have figured it out. That's a 30 amp and we got a 10 in there. Let's go with our electrical shit real quick. We might have just figured it out. Okay. 10, we need a 30 amp. 15. So 30 amp, okay. That would cause it to drain. So let's put this back to stock here, okay. The ECU, they put a 7.5 in that thing, didn't they? So we're going to put a 15 amp in the ECU that's brand new. We're going to swap it out. So 15 amp. So they put a 10 amp in the ECU B. Looks like it's all on, so we're just going to swap it for another 10 amp. Wowzer. Somebody unplug something here. Well, we have no clock now. It's like putting a new damn gas tank in here too. I don't see. I think they may have ran that power wire to the shift lock release. It could very well be. There's zero power to the dash, dude. Like, no power. So right where I jumped the starter relay. See if I can get to right here. Oh, this dude's stuck a flimsy fuel pump too. Well, I'm gonna put here. Somebody mashed that fucking ring down on there. Wow. Fuck. Somebody's been fucking around in here. This thing is rigged. So let's throw our fuses and the multimeter back in the trunk. Alright, so we're gonna run some starting fluid in real quick. That's so good. No gas. I ran starting fluid through it. It wouldn't even kick over, so it's running no spark. Gas is a question for me. I don't know if it's getting gasoline or not. So I am going to. Try one more thing here. Okay, one more jumper wire, see if it runs here. Let's see. Oh shit, I lost my pig. There's a breeze in the keys, so. Okay. Y'all, so Nightmare Toyota. Oh man, I got flies in my car from this place. Up. Get out of here. So the Nightmare Toyota, dude. I figured this one out today. It had me stumped for a bit. At first the jumper wire wasn't running. Somebody unplugged something from the ECU, where I believe it was something that was spark related. Probably the ignition harness was probably what they got rid of. So I ended up getting it to start, getting it to run. It doesn't run well. It could be that it's got bad gasoline in it. It's been sitting for a while, but a jumper wire on the starter relay. Got it to go after I found a loose harness. So now my car is not starting. Look at this. Here we go with my stuff. So that is what it is. Freaking starter relays, man. Sarge, dude. Always giving me some problem. So the Toyota lives, it runs, but she sure don't run very good because you tap the gas on it and it is not wanting to go. So I'm looking at it, it's had fuel filter, fuel pump, ignition done, this and that. There's something severely wrong in the dash, I do know that. So there's something that's missing there. There's a couple relays, fuses that I saw that were out of place, and not good, dude. So that's where we're at with it, but we've pretty much gotten that taken care of. So we're on to our next job here, it seems.